Is Medicare really about to start covering marijuana? Not exactly. So this is probably going to generate a lot of questions, and I'm here for it. This is Ansel with about a 5-minute Medicare minute. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so I know that was like a loaded statement, but it is something we should really talk about because this is coming in the next month or so. So let's get some questions out right. Is Medicare covering THC? Is Medicare going to begin covering marijuana? And is this actually going to become something mainstream that Medigap and MA plans will pay for? Well, the answer is, at least for right now, not exactly. But we do have some important changes coming up in the next month. And if we can understand that change, it'll help you as the agent get ahead of where Medicare is going in this sphere, right? So let's start with the foundation. The foundation is this. Speaking on a federal level, marijuana is still classified as a Schedule 1 controlled substance. That means technically Medicare cannot, or the federal government, CMS, cannot directly cover marijuana itself. And since since Medicare is a federal program, then that classification matters. It's not just a state level, it's on the federal level at that point. So if you're asking, does Medicare cover marijuana? Well, the answer, at least for today, is no. Or on a general level, no, Medicare does not. But here's where things are going to get a little more nuanced, okay? Medicare does cover certain FDA approved medications that are derived from a form of cannabis. And in the news article, they're called cannabinoids. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right or not. Maybe someone can drop it in the chat to explain that. But these are drugs like Marinol or Sesamet or any kind of CBD-based medication. So they're not like dispensary marijuana products. They're FDA-approved pharmaceuticals. And when those medications are prescribed appropriately, they can be covered under Medicare Part D. So while Medicare is not covering dispensary marijuana, it is already covering these cannabis-based medications in certain situations. So speaking of those situations, then, or at least maybe let's backtrack. Let's look at where things are going to start to shift. We do have states right now that are legalizing medical marijuana, and more physicians are recommending cannabis-based treatments, especially for cancer and cancer pain, right? More research is emerging around THC and CBD for things like chronic pain and neuropathy and appetite stimulation and the chemotherapy side effects, sleep disorders, that's probably one of the major ones. Anxiety, that's probably a major one too. Now remember, Medicare populations tend to have a lot of morbidities, so chronic conditions and